So catalog atom, okay, it will distinguish as a catalog, and then we have category. Okay, after that, and after this we have catalog item. Okay, now if you order a catalog item in service, now it will create one request. Okay, so request is just the wrapper. You can say someone raise a request for what? Catalog item. Actually the catalog item will represented by the requested item. So requested item is the main component, okay, where we can see the details of what's user ordered. Request is just, you can say, a wrapper of requested item. Now this is the requested item. If you order a laptop, we have requested item for your laptop, and to fulfill this request, okay, we need to create, okay, a number of catalog tasks. Okay, so this is for the single catalog item. So there is a second, you can say, order guide. Order guide is also one of the catalog item. Okay, order guide is also one of the catalog item, where we can order n number of, you can say, we can order n number of catalog items. Right, so in this what will happen, if you order, okay, 3 catalog items into one request, it will create one request only, but you can say the requested item represent actually the catalog item. Here we are ordering n number of catalog items in a single request, so it will create n number of requested items. Right, and for n number of requested items, suppose like you can say one RITM, we call as a RITM, requested item. Then we have second RITM. Then we have third RITM. Right? So for this RITM, it will create a number of catalog tasks. For this RITM, that can create a number of catalog tasks. So a number of catalog task is depends on what? It depends on how you need to fulfill the request. Okay, and catalog task. Right, so this is for the order guide. So we have seen 2 types of catalog items. Now third type of catalog item is nothing but to create a task in child table of task table. It includes what? Incident, problem, change, request, everything, project as well, idea, demand, all the things. So this we call as, this catalog item we call as a record producer, because it will produce a record. Okay, so it will not create any requested item, it will directly create a task. Okay, these are the three things only in catalog item. Okay, you should know what is requested item, what is requested item. Suppose I want to create some automation, you can say I need to write some script for one catalog item, for the first catalog item. So where I should write a script, whether I should write a script on request or RITM, I should write a script on RITM. Okay, there I will mention, okay, I for this RITM I need two catalog tasks, for this RITM I need one catalog task, right? So RITM is the main functional component of the, you can say, when you consider the order guide and catalog item. Request is just a wrapper. Okay, so this is the main thing. Now I will show you, just I will demonstrate you the out of box functionality of the catalog item. Okay, let's go here. Okay, what we will do, generally I will impersonate one end user. Okay, so we already have one end user. I will go impersonate end user. So end user is does not have any role, right? So if I see the end user here, so let's see. Okay, limited access, right? In self service there is a service catalog. So just I'm demonstrating you first how the catalog system is there. Okay, I will go to the hardware. Okay, so I need, suppose, okay, I need a sales laptop. So there is only one, I need only one. Okay, and I need, okay, I need these softwares on this. So these are the attributes, okay, or the variables, or the, you can say, input parameters user need to give when they are ordering. So who is a fulfiller, they will come to know, okay, this is the request, this kind of request. Okay, I will say I need it urgent, right? So I click on order now. Now see, I'm an end user, I just order it. After ordering it, let's see what will happen. So there is one request, I click on, and there is one RITM. I click on this as well, I click on this request. So see what is the request. So if I open the request, I can see the same page. Okay, it is $1,100. And if I go to the RITM, I can see quantity one waiting for the approval, not it requested. Okay, first, so there is something process. When someone raise the request, there should be one approval. Okay, now what I will do, let's impersonate now. Okay, I will do the end impersonation and I will log in as admin. Let's see how it will looks for the admin user. Okay, so end user, I will end impersonation here. So we know the request number, right? So I can copy paste this request number, but my access is now admin. So I will just directly put here request. So this is request. You can say request opened by end user, fine. Requested for end user, fine. Price is this one. Approval is requested. So there is one approval. You can say this is approval. Eric need to approve this. Otherwise it will not go further. So to approve, first we need to approve the request. Then only we can go in the requested item. It will proceed. If you see the requested item, you can see here a stage is waiting for the approval. What waiting for the approval? The request. Okay, I'm an admin, I can directly approve here. I can right click approve, but I want to show you how this person will approve this request. I will impersonate this person now. Impersonate user Eric. So in the Eric I will write, so every user, okay, every user, admin also, they will get all the approval list in their my approvals. If Eric click on my approvals, he will see, okay, there is one requested. What requested? He will open the record and he will see, okay, this record is this is regarding requested for end user. We can accept, he click on this, he can see, okay, this is something he needed. Okay, he will write, okay, request seems good to me and request approved. Okay, and then he click on approve. Now what will happen, now the request is approved. Okay, now I will just end impersonation. I will just go for the request. What is the, okay, I need to see the request number. So I can see the request number here. So here you can see some state are getting changed. For individual, so it get changed. For the individual, you can say request is approved. Sorry, approval is requested, CIO approval. So if I refresh it, so but I want to impersonate that user again. Okay, first I will show you how we can see as for the admin user. See, approval is approved, state requested is approved. Now if you see the RITM, you can say for the RITM, now RITM is working this way. Stage is CIO approval. It means what? For this cat RITM, now the automation is working for us. We have some process to fulfill this requested item. For that, there is one approver. So we need to approve this. Okay. Now see how the end user will see who is requested, right? I just impersonate end user. Now if you see for the end user, this is requested. You can say again it is in requested only because RITM is in requested set, but stage is different. CIO approval is. Before that it was something request approval. Now it is a CIO approval. You got it? So end user also will come to know where his request is. Okay. Again I will go, I will end impersonation. And after this in requested item, what I will do, I will right click here. So I'm an admin, so I can directly approve also. I just click on approve. So if I approve this, let's see how it will go. So order fulfillment stage is open. So you can say it is approved and there is one catalog task created. Procurement. Okay. So if you see here, now it is order fulfillment. It is approved. Now order fulfillment is going on. So for this, there is one catalog task. It is assigned to some group. They will take care. They will also log in and they will just work on this. So approval is not requested here. So I can say here, I will just update something here. Okay. And I will just say close complete. I finish this task and I say close complete. So I'm closing this task, right? So if you go here now, RITM, you can say deployment stage is deployment stage, state is open, still open. So now see there is a field services. There is one next catalog item, right? Now again I will go, there is a second catalog task now. I will again close complete this. I have done this one also. Let's see what will happen now. So if you go to see now, if I done this, it is close complete now. This is close complete. If you see the RITM, it is approved and it is completed. So end user will come to know, okay, he got the, you can say, laptop what he wants. So this is how it will complete. Now see, okay, why this catalog task is getting created, why this approval, it is depends on the workflow. So for RITM, we can create a workflow. Through workflow, we can automate the process. So see, for service catalog item request, we have one workflow, and through workflow it is creating the approvals, it is creating the catalog task. So this is a big workflow. So we are going to learn how we can create the workflow for some task, catalog tasks as well. Okay, there is another workflow for the request also. if you see the request, for request also we have given one approval, right? So if you see request, you can see there is also one workflow, but this workflow is on the request, that workflow on the catalog item, that is the difference. So if you see the catalog item, see it is more than 1000, then go for the approval. If it is less than 1000, it will directly auto approve. Okay, so this is the request. Again, I want to show you. Okay, I will again I will just raise one request where the price is less than $1000. Let's see. I want to just show you how it will go for the auto approval. Okay, so I will go to the services. I will say new email account. So there will be no price then for me. So I will here something and click on order now. So you can say now it is a request, and if I open the request and RITM, so I'm an admin, that's why I'm able to see the request as well as requested item form. Otherwise, end user, they will not able to see this request. See, it is approved. Why it is approved? If you see the workflow here, which is working on this, so it has a direction. Okay, it is less than $1000, go for auto approval. Then we got the RITM in up in RITM, it is went to the fulfiller. There is no approval, just it's a catalog task, right? So this is for the, you can say, catalog item. Now let's go for the order guide example, at least one. Okay, order guide example. Then we'll see how we can create that. Okay, order. Okay, so let me reload this. So if I click on order guides, there are order guides. So new hire, okay, it is already there. That's great. So if I click on new hire, so just I need to try it. Okay, try it means this is the order guide form where we need to create the order guide. So this is how it will looks like. So there is a person joining. What group is the person joining? Okay, I will select some group here. Suppose development, and choose option. So if I click on choose option, I can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items we are requesting. Okay, 5 catalog items. So everyone has some form here. Okay, I will write this is mail ID, standard laptop. Come on. So it has more value now. Okay, put something here. Okay, and next tab. Go to next tab. After doing that, I just click on checkout. Okay, if I click on checkout, I can see these are the items I have ordered. Whole price is this one, shipping address, special instruction I can put there, and after that I'll just click on checkout. After checkout, just see how many requests are getting created and RITM. So you see there is only one request, and this request has more value, you can say more than 1000. That's why it is in requested. We need to take approval from Eric, like what we have done previously. See, right? And it has, you can say, these many RITMs. How many? 5, because we have ordered 5 RITMs. So every RITM will work independently. Okay, but all the RITM are getting closed, then only request will get closed, because request is the parent in this process, right? So this is about the order guide. Main concept is the same. It will create a request, it will create a RITM, and RITM will work according to his process. So RITM has different process for different catalog items. Okay, how to define that, that is the next part. Just you need to concentrate now how it is working currently. Okay, so this is order guide. Next one is record producer. What is record producer? I told you record producer is nothing but to create a directly a task, incident, problem, change, because end user does not have a incident form, incident module access. Okay, so I will just impersonate end user. So here I will search for the incident. I can see incidents within a sales service. I didn't see a module, right? Because I don't have role. End user does not have role. If I click on incident, actually, if I click on new also here, so it will not open a form, incident form. It will open a record producer form. We have one record producer to create the incident. This is the one way. Second, you can go to service catalog. Okay, in service catalog we have a category, can we help you? Click on that, and after that there is one create incident. This is one record producer. Okay, just put urgency, just submit it. So it will show you, okay, these are the access catalog item. Instead of creating incident, raise this order this access permission. Okay, these are the knowledge articles. You can say it's a, you can say it's a help, the system is helping you. Don't create an incident, just order it, because we have catalog item here. These are the suggestions you can say. So I click on submit still, and after submitting it will create the incident for me. See incident, but the form is different for the end user. It is state equal to new. He can change the short description, he can put the additional notes only, he can't change the state. Who is able to change the state? Only the ITL user or admin user. So this is how the end user will create the incident using catalog item. That catalog item is a record producer. So now if I copy paste this, and I will put end impersonation here, and I will search for the incident. So ITL user, as you already know, in our ITL user also we can access this incident because he has access for this incident with his ITL role. So he will see all the related things. He can change whatever he want to see, but the caller is who? End user, who raised an incident, right? Through record producer. So this is, you can say, a demonstration of what we have a by default functionality.